Hello, this is the Captain Paxo, welcoming you back to some Dark Souls casual play. Been a really long time since I've been able to do this. Partially because, you know, Shadowplay broke, but it fixed itself when Windows updated, which has nothing to do with Shadowplay. Very strange, but it happened. I think what we were doing when we left off was trying to fight Kalameet, because we have no souls, we're hollow, and we're in the Izaleth township, and I distinctly remember taking on Manus and beating him. So, yeah, we're fighting Kalameet. Ooh. It's close. So, topical news. The Shadows Die Twice reveal came out recently. It's like, what, like a 5-second little teaser, and everybody's like, oh, is it Bloodborne 2? Oh my god, what is it? It's like, Jesus Christ. I get the hype, I really do. Dark Souls is awesome, Bloodborne was awesome. But fucking hell. Calm down just a little bit. We have absolutely no context what it is, you know. That's a sweet, yeah. But as far as like, is it Bloodborne 2? I really don't think so. Like, just the general tone of it didn't seem like Bloodborne. Like, Shadows Die Twice, isn't Bloodborne more like dreams and nightmares and hunting and stuff like that? Nothing to really do with shadows at all. It's very like, oh, I actually hit his tail. Oh! Bugger. If I can bait that attack out, he leaves it on the ground for a really long time. But yeah, and I think, I saw, the video that I saw, someone said, like, the writing on, like, the paper was, like, Japanese or something. Bloodborne isn't exactly based in Japan, is it? So, who knows? It's just a teaser. We know absolutely nothing about it, but they're working on something, another kind of dark fantasy kind of game, so it'll be interesting to see what it turns out to be. Damn it. I didn't put Power Within on. That's how long it's been since I've played this. Still got my dodges on though. Ooh. Oh, you could probably roll behind him and cut his tail off there as well. Oh, bugger. Woo! They don't get much closer than that. Only managed to get one swipe in, but, you know. Better than nothing. Also, in the time that it's taken Shadowplay to fix itself. Oh, that's the grab. No, don't kill me! Ooh! I did not do as much damage as I... Oh, Calamity. Shit. Run. I'd rather not take double damage. We just don't have to get hit though, that's the thing. Like, you see these people at like soul level 1 with the Calamity ring on. It's just a bit of overkill. You know, all you have to do is not get hit like I didn't. Yeah, since I've been gone, by, was it Rainbow? Is that right? Yeah, since you've been gone by Rainbow. Yes, musical reference, I got one. Whoop-de-doo. But yeah, the whole Star Wars Battlefront 2 controversy has blown up, and it kind of hasn't really stopped. It's still going, which is fantastic. This is what we need. Just never stop talking about it, because as soon as we stop talking about it, they're going to put it in more games. I mean, they already have. They put it in, like, UFC and Need for Speed. Destiny kind of has it a little bit with the, what is it, the bright engrams. And I heard, like, some big YouTubers are, like, getting people to pay them to carry them through like nightmare stuff. Not nightmare, that's Warframe. Like heroic strikes and stuff like that. Just because Battlefront 2's getting all the heat doesn't mean there's filthy things going on in other games, you know? It's just they're using this opportunity whilst all the heat is on EA to sneakily be like, aha, we can kind of push this system and this system and this system. Because I think Cold World War 2 has got XP boosts in their loot crates, which isn't the biggest deal in the world, but it is gameplay affecting. And you know what Activision is like. They'll do anything to try and get you to spend more money in any way they can. Damn it! What are you doing? Okay. So just because they're doing it on a much smaller scale than Battlefront doesn't mean they're the good guys. So we should tolerate them just as little, because they are not doing the right thing. I was a little bit concerned that his whole body would turn into a hitbox there. Damn it. There are actually plenty of opportunities to cut off Kalameet's tail. Just much like Seath, I generally don't try to go for the tail because I find it a little bit finicky and I haven't put enough practice in doing it. So I is bad at it. Woof! God damn it. Still. We're doing a lot better than I remember doing, which is a very good thing, although that wasn't. Come at me. I'm healing, what are you gonna do? Same old, same old. I think it is just because I've had a lot more practice at fighting him. Damn it. Did not go according to plan. That did. Oh, I should heal. Oh well. Fuck. Well, that's an opportunity if I ever saw one. Oh! I was like, what's he doing? And I realised it was an attack, and by that point I was like, uh-oh. Ooh! Damn you, you didn't react fast enough. No, there's no way you can cut off his tail when he recovers from that, because he turns towards you in that classic Dark Souls fashion. Do it, I dare you. No. Not that I need the sword, it's just it's nice to have. As a kind of a trophy, like, yeah, I cut off his tail. You might have just killed him, but I cut off his tail. I did the hard thing. Not that anybody cares. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, I dodged it that time. Can it? Yeah, no, I don't think you can react fast enough to that. The breath, definitely. Damn you, you giant-ass foot! God damn it. What? He didn't hit me. I was hugging his foot, but it didn't hit me. Does he not have a hitbox active there? That's weird. Do you know what's... Fuck. I see that and I'm like, damn it, I've already rolled too early. Still, he gives you plenty of time to heal, which is polite of him. Well, polite and stupid. Because if that was me, I would use every opportunity to get a fucking backstab. He's not got to get caught on his foot. Damn it. Oof. Oh. Ooh. Damn it. I'm not gonna get that into my head. I'm really not. No, you don't. If he wanted to beat me, he should just keep doing that. But he is dead. And there you go. We get the Calamity Ring. Hooray. Also, the Monster Hunter World beta was this weekend, last weekend. I didn't realise that, or else I probably would have downloaded it, because it's one of those games that I'm kind of like, I was sort of intrigued by it, and I was going to keep my eye on it, but then I didn't keep my eye on it, and the beta came out, and by the time I figured that out, it was already over, and there was already like a ton of like impression videos out on it. But now that I've seen like all the impression videos, I'm like, ooh, that looks interesting. I'm gonna have to play that. Definitely gonna use those. Goff's great arrows. I'm gonna throw them like spears. That would be pretty interesting if you could do that. Alright. I think that's pretty much everything we've done we can do in the DLC without a skull lantern. Don't think I do have a skull lantern, do I? Oh, I do. Do I care about those sources? No, I don't give a shit. Sorry. It's not a completionist run. Oh, I should just use a homeward bone. Still, we managed to defeat Kalameet, which is good. No, wait, I need 18 faith, because then I can use my shield. Aha! I have a shield now! I don't have to two-hand. I can parry things. See what Goff has to say. This is how often I actually beat Kalameet. I don't even know what Goff says. Huh. Fair enough. Nothing I really want to purchase unless I want to max out my armor, which I don't think I ever do in playthroughs. Unless I'm going for PvP. And even then, most of the time I just get it to +9, because who can be bothered to farm fucking Titanite slabs? Like, seriously. So where are we heading next? Been such a long time. So we've got the Lord Vessel. I'm guessing we've defeated Nito. Well, hold on, I can check. Whoops. Yeah, we've killed Nito, we've killed the 4 kings. So it's just Izaleth. Which would be this one. Alright. Oh, I should... No, there's no point. There's a bonfire around here that I can rest at. I always forget that, because Dark Souls 2 and 3 is just like, oh, you warp to a bonfire? Okay, now that's your checkpoint. It just makes so much sense. So it's kind of frustrating that they didn't think of that in Dark Souls 1. But it's not the biggest problem in the world. And now that I can use my shield, I'm going to immediately two-hand, because there's absolutely no point in blocking Ceaseless Discharge. Alright. I feel like I need to commentate on, like, the loot box laws and all of that sort of business, but what is there to say? Other than, great! About bloody time, you know? Only took them, what, 5, 6 years? Alright, that's all I got. Took them this long, really? Fire won't do anything. Poison won't do it. Unless you can poison him. So, I have no throwing weapons. And I could get out a bow, but I'm fucking lazy. I should put on, like, gold pine. I only have 1 gold pine. I've never actually been hit by that. I just know it does damage. That's a sizable amount of damage that we're doing. Okay. That's a move that I so rarely see, I don't know what to do about it. Your classic, here's my arm, boss. Here's my arm, hit it, please. Jesus. Oh no, not good. Fuck. Well, we managed to survive 1 hit. And take him out. God, Ceaseless used to give me such a hard time. He still can if I'm just unlucky. But I don't know what it is. I just look, oh, he's about to throw out his attack, and roll away at the last second. I don't know. It's something that I can't explain, because I know a lot of people have a lot of trouble with Ceaseless. And there's not really I can't really put it into words how I do it. I just have a timing built up in my head that, oh, I need to dodge now. I remember the first time I beat Ceaseless, actually. It took me like a couple of days to do it, of just non-stop charging head first at him over and over and over, just continuously getting one shot. I was like watching YouTube in the background so it wouldn't piss me off so much. Because I was getting so frustrated. So eventually, like I said, I put on YouTube and I just went into autopilot, just continuously throwing myself at him over and over and over. And when I beat him, I just jumped up in the air with joy. I was like, yes! I fucking killed him! I did it! God. What a pain in the ass. I'm trying to think of like the Dark Souls or Bloodborne boss that I've struggled against the most. I don't know. Maria was pretty tough, but tough in a kind of a fun way. I can't really say the same for Dark Souls 3 bosses. Even like the DLC for Dark Souls 3, because by the time what is it, the Ice DLC, I can't even remember what it's called. By the time that DLC came out, I was already incredibly pissed off with Dark Souls 3, and I just didn't really want to play it, but I bought it, and I played it anyway, and I didn't really enjoy it that much. Didn't really help that I was in a really bad mindset. So it's not that like the quality of the DLC was bad, it's just I wasn't in the mood to play Dark Souls. I was forcing myself to play Dark Souls, which is never a good idea. I have no need to fight those Taurus demons. But I distinctly remember fighting Murdiella Mal from Sultan Sanctuary for 3 days. Like, I'd come home from school, and I'd just immediately go try and fight the boss, and I'd spend the rest of the day trying to fight that boss. Until eventually I beat it. But yeah, 3 days. I died... One of the cool things about Sultan Sanctuary is it keeps track of how many times you die to each enemy, and I think I died like a total of 92 times to that boss. It was pretty brutal, but not as much as the Forgotten 3 or the Forgotten King as it announces in game. That I died to like 130 times, which is just ridiculous, especially considering that the fucking run back is the worst run back in the fucking game. Like, Jesus Christ. You have to make your way, do some kind of awkward platforming past a bunch of enemies that have the potential to one-shot you, and they have incredible defenses, so you're not exactly going to be wanting to fight them. And then you have to do some more jumping where you have to take full damage. As far as I'm aware, unless you're a really good player, you have to take full damage. And when I say unless you're a really good player, there's a way in Sultan Sanctuary to avoid full damage, where if you're falling and you grab onto a ledge, you don't take damage, right? So you can fall and then grab onto a ledge right at the last second, and it doesn't matter how far you fall, you take 0 full damage. So you can try and do that, but you've got to know your shit to be able to do that, and I really don't. So I just take the fucking full damage, you know? But because I'm doing like a no healing run, and another cool thing that Sultan Sanctuary does, you can actually turn on these modifiers that prevent you from healing, and like prevent you from putting on armor and stuff like that. So I had the no healing modifier on, so I had to put on like this regenerator ring just to heal myself back up to a decent amount before I fought the boss every single time I wanted to do it, which took about 2-3 minutes. Not to mention the run back itself is about 3 minutes. You know, so a total of a 6-minute run back each time I died to that boss. And depending on what hit me, I'd either die in 1 hit or 2 hits, you know? It's just ridiculous. I mean, the knight and the king are not difficult at all. They're very easy to avoid, and they don't do a lot of damage. But the priest, or whatever he's called, he's the worst, because he's got like this tome that fires off like 8 projectiles that all home in on you, and they all do a ridiculous amount of damage. And if you fought the Witch of the Lake or seen any gameplay of that boss, it's pretty much like that orb attack that she does, where she fires off the orb and then it just fires a bunch of projectiles. It's like that, but on a slightly smaller scale. So it's not as bad, but it's still a pain in the ass. Okay, he's not in an infinite loop. So what you'd end up doing, because if you get caught in the wrong place, it's going to hit you every single time. You'd end up having to, or I ended up having to kite the priest from one side of the arena to the other, just over and over and over again. And every time he came to me, I would avoid his attacks in the best way that I knew how, which is just spam, roll, and pray. And then give him a drive-by whacking, and then run to the other side of the arena and just rinse and repeat. You know? Not a fun boss to fight, very monotonous, but once you kill the priest, it's like, game over, really. You've got it. Because like I said, the knight and the king are not threatening at all. But what am I doing to, like, reciting the Sultan Sanctuary boss guides on a Dark Souls Let's Play? It's just one of those things that it's like, it's something that I put a lot of time and effort into. So, like, I spent a lot of time studying the bosses, so I end up, like, being able to just recite these crazy strategies. Well, not really crazy, but these strategies on how to defeat each boss, like what to watch out for, what you can abuse, and just the safest way to take care of them. Just very easily, and it just sort of rolls off the tongue. Alright. Souls is the name of the game. And a shortcut, which is pleasant, whilst I take a sip of water. Alright. I have a feeling we might need a bit more health. I mean, health regeneration is all good in that, but it's pretty fucking useless if you're getting one-shot by everything, isn't it? You know? You need a lot of health in order to be able to regenerate a lot of health. You need to be able to take a hit if you want to regenerate anything. Because otherwise you might as well just make a glass cannon build, you know? Do you take full damage for this? Yes. Can I be bothered for that item? The answer is no. No, I cannot. Wait, I can't do anything around here. I am not a part of the Chaos Covenant. I do not intend to be. I cannot save Solaire. Do I have replenishment? I do not have replenishment. What is the requirement for replenishment? It is 16. 16? How many attunement spells do I have? 1. Damn it, I need to invest more in attunement. Wait. Can you cast replenishment after casting power within? I don't think you can. Oh, getting that shortcut was so useless. Still. Centipede Demon. I wonder how the frame rate is going to handle all the lava. Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't... No, it's fine actually. Just like Blight Town. Good God. It's dipping down to 27 occasionally. Not the end of the world. What are you doing? Oh, God damn it, camera. Normally he's a bit more of a pain in the ass than that to cut off his hand. Like, he'll just sort of poke you at a really long range. So I'm glad he didn't. Good God. I hope Monster Hunter World has big bosses, handles a bit better. I mean, it kind of has to, doesn't it? Because that's what it's all about. It's all about fighting big nasties. Oh, don't push me in the lava. Now you can push me in the lava. Oh, wait, you're dead. I do kind of like the idea of fighting this boss in the lava, but even if you've got like some health regeneration, it's kind of just not really worth it. I was going to put a point in achievement, wasn't I? God damn it, I'm such a schmuck. Oh well. We'll get it next time. Oh dear. We might have to repair our boots by the end of this. Because if you didn't know, the lava does do... well, it doesn't do insane amounts of durability damage, but it does enough durability damage to your boots where it's it can get a little bit worrying at times. But then durability in this game is something that you never really have to worry about, like, ever. Not unless you take the dipshit's guide to fighting Gaping Dragon. Then you'll have your shit broken faster than you can say, what happened to my durability? Well, that, and if you use a dragon weapon. Alright. Hidden bonfire, which blew my mind the first time. As I think it did for everyone. I was thinking about putting on replenishment as opposed to power within, because power within's useless against Witch of Izaleth. But then, so is replenishment, because most of the time you're not going to die by getting hit in the face by a chaos firestorm, or no, it's not a chaos firestorm, regular firestorm, or anything that the witch does. Normally, you die because you fall in a fucking pit. You know? Now, I always say that the Witch of Izaleth isn't as bad as everybody makes it out to be, so I hope I don't make myself a fool by dying to it like 20,000 times. I'd probably never hear the end of it. Although it would be absolutely hilarious. Like, hey, this boss isn't that easy. Proceeds to get wrecked by it for 20 minutes. Alright. And that is why you never use Firestorm. Or not Firestorm, Fire Whip. It's so bad. Woof! I should have just hit her. Doing the Dark Souls thing. You can't get to my back if I keep facing you. Alright. Prepare to lose all those souls that I've collected. I always forget that this boss is actually called Bed of Chaos, not Witch of Izaleth. It's one thing that always trips me up. Get it. There you go. And yes, I am going to do the safe quit, because I really can't be fucked to mess around with the bullshit that is this boss. With a stance like that, you'd think your character would have fallen over and ended up tumbling down that ramp, don't you? Please don't hurt me. You very much hurt me. No. I don't want to get hurt. Thank you. Fuck you. What? Ooh, I'm glad I had my shield up. Oof. Right. Now the final trial, where I will fail to jump that stupid jump or get knocked off by the stupid little bearded tendrils or whatever. Good. Oof. Ow. Turns out I don't have enough stability. God, for God's sakes. Fuck. I knew as soon as I landed. Dead. Oh, Christ. How is this upgraded? Not at all! Probably would be a good idea to go upgrade it for its stability. Do I have... No, I don't have anything that increases stamina other than Favor, and I don't want to use Favor. Alright, let's go to... Oh god, which one is it? I always forget. Undead Parish. There it is. I've got a lot of souls that I can use. Right, hopefully I remember to edit that out. Went a bit overkill with the souls. Yes, dark out? Oh yeah, sure, whatever. highlight shards. Give me 99 of them. Let's go upgrade Havel's shield, yeah? Let's use that. Ooh, we don't quite have enough to get it to +10. Missing out on one, I think. Yeah. God damn it, it's always one. Not level up. Although now that I'm here, let me just do that so I remember. I have to go through Sen's Fortress, don't I? There's no warp point. Do I have a good talisman? The answer is no, I do not. Make sure we don't die on the way. Hey, I can still parry. Let me out. And also, let's actually make this jump. Huzzah! Going well today. Yes, it's me. I'm here to buy one large titanite. And now I'm off. Bye! Oh, God. Wait. Reinforce that. Can I modify it? I can, but not for very far. To +13, but that's still 62 stability, which I should have checked the stability before, shouldn't I? Herp de derp and all that. Let's go kill the bitch of Izaleth, and then we will be done for today. If I can find the warp. It's not a warpable bonfire, is it? I'll see you at the boss door. Alright, we are back. Good God. Oh. When you don't have a bonfire to fast travel to. Good God. Good God, do you miss it. Alright, bitch. I'm back. Bring it. Jump! Made it. Don't set off your fire, please. No. No. Gotcha! Didn't even need to use a shield. So that, oh, that whole ordeal was, for nothing. Great. Now I feel like a fool. Partially because I am a fool. Let's just keep it to 2 achievement slots. A bit more faith, maybe. Keep the faith. So that's all of the Lord souls done. So now, if we wanted to, we could continue to build up this character, get like the Ivory Talisman, or the Sunlight Talisman, get the Sunlight Blade, an additional attunement slot if we need it. I really cannot be fucked with that. So, where the schmuck is this place? Who cares? Just go to Firelink and then warp there. Hello, have I pissed you off? Yes, I have. Cool. Right. Well, we'll end this episode off here. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.